I just want to start off the video by saying that as a fan of both Zillakami and City Morgue, this is definitely not a fun video to make, and I'm going to try and make the least biased video I can covering this whole situation. For those of you who don't know, Zillakami is a rap artist who is part of the group City Morgue. His style can be described as punk rap or trap metal. Zilla is widely regarded as one of the best artists in the rap scene alongside other groups like Suicide Boys, who he went on tour with during Grey Day last year, a show that I personally saw him perform live at. City Morgue and Zillakami quickly became one of my favorite artists and music groups when I discovered them, and I've been listening to them since. Along with being a rap artist, Zilla is also an accomplished kickboxer, even going as far as to Thailand to train and get better. One of Zilla's most notable collaborations outside of making music is with the YouTuber Brandon Buckingham. I actually became a much bigger fan of Zilla after watching his ghost hunting in Thailand videos with Brandon, as I thought they both had great chemistry together and made some very entertaining and funny content.
See it in his eyes, in the skies. I think this nigga fucks guys.
Moving back to music, Zilla hasn't dropped an album since 2021, and before that, City Morgue's last album as a group was in 2020, so we have seen a bit of a hiatus from him during this time, aside from a few features and leaks. Many people like myself have been wondering what the holdup was, and today it seems like we may have an answer. As the title says, unfortunately today some allegations have come out regarding Zillakami potentially interacting with minors. Zilla took to Instagram to explain how he's been going through some things over the last few years, which we'll go ahead and read now. Dealing with severe depression during and after the last tour ended me up in the clinic where I was told by doctors I needed time to focus on myself. Something I've always put to the side while trying to make sure everyone around me was good, which had me mentally at my lowest. Dealing with a person that was around me, using me while knowing that I was not able to comprehend their ulterior motives. They took advantage of me by being blind to what they tried to sell me as love. But it was only quote-unquote love until they no longer had access to me or the things that I could provide for them. Trying to isolate me from loved ones and friends while also trying to sedate me by introducing me to harmful substances to alter my state of mind and keep me in the dark of their real nature. I'm not the first person to go through this, where when a person cannot get what they want from someone, they obsessively try to victimize themselves. But I will handle this professionally instead of taking it to the internet. My legal team will ensure any false defamation against me is taken care of. After that, his apparent ex took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to say this. I have never in my life come for anyone's career or what they had done, but Zillakami is a pedophile and one of the most evil people I have ever known and robbed me of everything in my life. If he wants to take it legally there, I would love to. Not to mention, has a serious Asian fetish and traveled to Thailand with a sex tourist and ordered countless prostitutes. Please do me a favor and remove this rapper who still lives with his mother and treats his whole family horrible from your playlist. Zillakami emotionally abused me for years, landed me in the hospital. I protected his image. Bro and his entire camp has countlessly has underage girls backstage and done unthinkable. I wouldn't wish what he's done to me on my worst enemy. I have the time today. I have screenshots of Zillakami in his 20s linking sleazy skiz when she was 15. Zillakami is your favorite rapper, but he had sex with a 15-year-old at 22, and y'all want to wonder why I kept my silence about dating him for years. Of course, these are some pretty serious allegations and also some really bad grammar from this woman, but I will be waiting to see additional evidence, of course, before I go ahead and file this as a doctor disrespect case. But it does seem pretty bad, especially with these DMs provided by the supposed victim. I want to address the rumor going around involving my identity. Somebody posted a fabricated screenshot of me saying I was involved with Zillakami when I was 16. The screenshot is fake, but there is truth to the story. I've left this part of my life in the past and I want to keep it that way. But now I feel like I must say something as the story has gone out without my consent, and I want to tell you my story on my own terms. I was 14 when Zillakami first reached out to me via DM. He was fully aware of my age as I was honest about it. When we hung out the first time, nothing sexual happened, but he did give me shrooms. I was starting to have a bad trip and he sent me a car home. The second time we hung out, I was 15. This time we engaged in sexual intercourse. I had a lot of respect for him as an artist back then, but after that time I didn't see him the same way. After that I didn't hear from him again until months later. When he messaged me again, I had just started talking to someone who is now my ex. He asked me to hang out and I said we could, but it wouldn't be like last time because there was someone I was trying to be serious with, my ex. After I told him that, he stopped messaging me and we didn't talk ever again. One day when I was looking through my DMs, I realized messages with Zillakami disappeared. I think he must have deleted them from his end. When I realized I no longer had the DMs of our conversations, I realized there was no tangible proof of us ever meeting. This is why I never felt like I could tell my story, because I know how the internet is, especially to victims that involve an artist lots of people praise. When there's no proof, people find it hard to believe the victims. I'm usually very hard myself, and I acknowledge that I could have made smarter choices and avoided that situation, but I also reminded myself that I was the kid and he was the adult. He should have done better. I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger and I still make mistakes now, but every day I'm working on progressing and improving myself to better my life. I don't want what's happened to define me and gloss over all the progress I've achieved till now. I've addressed this with the person that posted the fake screenshot of me talking about Zillakami, but going forward I hope people can be more respectful and not post things without people's consent. You're not doing anyone any favors by leaking their story. It's been emotionally exhausting for me to find out at work what's been posted about me, feeling like I'm forced to speak out on something that I tried to leave in the past. I ask that people don't message me about this anymore because I just want to move on. I don't condone anyone's actions other than my own. I'll be clear, what happened wasn't okay, but I made my peace with it because it's my right to do so. My past does not define me and I'm allowed to move on. Thank you, Shy. Here is some video evidence of the apparent victim's DMs to show that he really was messaging her. This is all the information on the allegations as of right now. As I said, unlike Dr. Disrespect, there has been no formal statement from Zilla saying that he did in fact have anything to do illegal or immoral with minors, and for now I just have to say that I will hope that it's not true and believe that he's innocent until proven guilty, as everyone should be. But with that, you guys let me know what you think of this whole situation. Are you a fan of Zillakami, and how do you feel about the allegations? It's crazy how this is happening right after all of the Dr. Disrespect stuff. It seems like today it's impossible for your favorite entertainers to not be caught up in some drama on a weekly basis involving minors. It's kind of ridiculous at this point. I don't understand it, but I guess that's why they say not to meet your heroes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Peace.